2026 is coming and fast. So here is the 3-step blueprint to make 2026 your best year yet and to develop into the ambitious, glowing woman that I know you already are. Let's make sure this year starts off right because we all know that there's been a lot going on in the world, but the one thing that we do need is each other's support, especially as women in this crazy, crazy world. That's why I'm here with the sole purpose of giving women that space to thrive and connect with each other, whether it's through entrepreneurship, mindset, self-love, financial freedom. We do it here for each other. So if that's something that resonates with you, then I highly encourage you to subscribe and join this community, as well as share the video with a friend so that they can find us too. So let's get into the video. The very first thing, and I swear this one is the hardest, so don't click off, is to take a genuine look at your current situation and assess where you are. And I'm not talking like the sugarcoating, oh, well, I mean, I just got this big thing, or oh, I mean, I just messed around with him for a couple of months. No, like really sit down and look at your situation, understand where you are in comparison to where you want to be. And the purpose of this step is not to be critical, not to be hard on yourself, because let's be so honest, we are not perfect, nobody is, but it also does help to kind of get a little bit of an idea of where you still need to go to achieve certain goals. And if you've already set goals for 2025, then it's very helpful to go back and look at those goals and understand what steps you did take, what steps you didn't take, and why maybe you aren't where you want to be if that's the case. But while you're doing this, I also want you to do it intentionally, okay? So recognize where you made yourself proud, what goals you did hit, and how much you've truly grown over this past year. Because I promise you, I've heard so many girls say, I feel like I failed, I feel like I'm a failure. Look at the things that you've done that have made you so amazing that you're still here, sitting here, even watching a video like this, wanting to improve even more. I promise you, if you don't see a reason, there is always one there. And the first thing that I can say is that you've shown up today, so I already know you are an amazing person, okay? But yes, the very first step is to always be realistic, especially when it's hard. But step 2 is where you're going to get a little bit delusional, and that's the best part. So step 2 is to create those goals that you want to achieve for 2026, but do it creatively. Do it in a way that's fun, okay? Me personally, I love to do 3 things. Write my goals down, make a vision board, and really put it into visuals, as well as make a packet of how I want my life to look by the end of the year, okay? And I know it all sounds kind of crazy, but I promise you, I swear, when I look back on each of these things, I swear every single goal has been hit because I wrote it out in detail, I visualized it, and I put it on my wall so that I would not ignore it. And I highly encourage you to do the same thing. You know how many people I've heard say, it's so boring to look towards the future. Oh, don't look towards the future. Cut all that, okay? Write your goals out in detail. I promise you, once you look at things with more intention and once you start creating those action plans saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do here, this is what I'm going to do here, not only does it become so much easier to actually follow through, but you'll feel so much more accomplished when you look back and say, hey, I set these intentions in December. Look, it's January, March, it's June now, and look at how far I've come. So much harder to just set these intentions blindly in your mind where you're probably going to forget about them and honestly maybe not even take the actionable steps to get there. But forcing yourself to sit down for an hour or two, literally that's it. But once you force yourself to make those plans and to put those intentions on paper, not only does it make it much more real to actually go forth with those plans, but it also gives you more security at the end of the day, knowing that you have a vision for yourself that you want to achieve. And I know I said number 1 was the hardest, but it might actually be number 3. So if you're still here, congratulations, because number 1 and 2 are nothing without number 3, okay? So you've taken a look at where your life is. You've made the action plans for your goals. Now, what is left? I hate to say it, but I'm just going to say it. Purge everything that does not serve you and leave it in 2025. I quite literally mean everything from the job to that toxic relationship to that financial mindset. You got to leave it behind. And honestly, I get it. Like, this is the hardest part. You know how many toxic relationships I've stayed in for longer than I needed to just because I was scared to rip the band-aid off? Let me tell you something. God is always going to find a way to rip the band-aid off anyway, so you might as well do it before it catches up to you, okay? I feel like when you take a realistic look at your life, you already know exactly what is not serving you and what is not distracting you, and live by these 3 rules, okay? If it does not make you healthier, wealthier, or prettier, baby, it's gotta go. And I'm not even saying that in a convoluted way. Anything that is not fostering, helping your growth, anything that is not benefiting your mind, your soul, your spirit, it has to go. Because anything that is not serving you, guess what it's doing? It's draining you. And do we really need that draining energy into the new year? No, we do not. So I promise you, do these things when it's still easy to say, hey, I left that in 2025. Like, let me physically block it out of my mind, because I understand how hard it is to go into the new year, to have not let go of something and look and say, damn, like, I guess it's got to stay there because I already left it with me here in 2026. Leave it in 2025 while you still have the chance, babe. It's going to be so much easier on you mentally to really put that block up and say, all right, this cannot continue with me. And I swear to God, if you've done this already, you already know. But if you have not gotten rid of those distractions, your life will do a 180 quite literally almost instantly. I promise you, you're going to thank me later after you do this. So anyways, I really hope that this video resonated with you. I swear to God, these 3 steps took me from a very miserable 2024 into a very lucrative, loving, helpful 2025. And I know it can do the same for you, okay? Because I'm not the only one who's followed this advice. So many people follow it, and now it is your turn to make the life that you desire. And of course, you already know I will be here every single step of the way. If you're coming from TikTok, hi, it's so nice to finally see you on the long form content. And if you're new, hello, I hope you decide to join this family. We have big things coming in 2026, okay? Because this is just the beginning, and I know that you are powerful and I know that you are capable, so let's do this. Anyways, of course, I will see you next week with another video. I love you so much, and I really do truly hope that you have a good holiday season, and yeah, bye-bye.